little more professional.
Yeah, professional.
Especially with DSLRs.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're gonna get almost 4K or beyond now.
Wow. Okay.
So,
technology, man, it changes so much that like a camera that was cool before is like that's cool, but that's not the industry standard no more.
Right. Exactly.
So, what do you use to edit it?
We use either Final Cut or Adobe Premiere.
Got it.
Depending on which workstation we're at.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get into like learning, man, because I'm trying to start shoot things and put it together. And then like I said, I had one with the tape thing, and it's like it just makes you not even want to.
Right.
It makes you not even want to deal with it. You know?
Well, then I mean, we still have to pull the SD cards, and then we have a program that converts that into something that we can use.
Yeah.
And then we have to compress it because, like, I mean, this thing is going to be
it's going to be like a couple of hours or something.
Yeah, and that's going to be close to maybe 26 gigs, 30 gigs of footage. Like,
is it something that fills up? Do you have to change out, or do they hold?
They hold pretty decent. I mean,
it's a pretty good
like
span.
This one. It depends on the card, like this one's 32 gigs.
32 gigs, and it will capture this whole thing, huh?
It might. We'll probably switch cards. Like this is, each one of those holds about 106 minutes.
106 minutes. That's pretty good.
And it's cool. It'll just automatically switch over to the other card.
Oh, it's 2 cards in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
That is wow.
And then when you're like going through the program, it reads that the other card is like
the
unfinished. Like this is the continuing.
Wow.
So yeah.
And you can do 264s in there as well.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
It's pretty awesome.
Well, I appreciate the time, man. I'll probably ask you some more questions because you're down in the science building in the basement.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I talked to you one other time with a class.
So something kind of like this. want any crowd shots right now? Hey, I gotta kill the camera for a second. So I'm gonna do the much slot. No, I didn't. Like, the slot A is not wanting to work right now, so I'm gonna. So you're good with one, or you're gonna be good with 1.5. Oh, you want to kill it and then just start it? Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna. I'll start off getting them coming down. Okay.
Welcome to Tacoma Community College's commencement ceremony. Please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be sung by students from the TCC Voices Choir. Thank you, KB Moon, Mary Casey, Andrew Noonan, Catherine Choate, Eric Ballantyne, Alyssa McCormick, Sarah Florence Kolerick, and William Nathaniel Glenn Hansen. Please be seated. For the benefit of our graduates, I would like to request that you silence your cell phones, and out of respect for the needs of our students and guests with hearing aids, we ask that you do not use air horns. Thank you. I now invite Bob Ryan, Chair of the Tacoma Community College Board of Trustees, to the podium.
I have the honor of being here today representing our Board of Trustees and all of Tacoma Community College. On our behalf, I welcome all of you to the commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2016. Commencement is a demonstration of your hard work, your perseverance, and your determination. Commencement is a time to celebrate your successes and laugh at your failures, because together they have gotten you where you are today, earning your degree, diploma, or certificate. All of you, the class of 2016, represent the future leaders and future workforce of Washington. We hope that you embark on your next journey, whether that is transferring to a four-year university, beginning a new career, or advancing in your current job. You take a little piece of our Tacoma Community College spirit with you. Wherever the road takes you, you have the knowledge to make meaningful decisions that will take you far. And no matter where you go, you will be a TCC Titan forever. As you head out today, ready to take that next step in your life, take a moment to look around at all the people here who have supported you on your educational journey. Take a moment to stop and say thank you. And we thank you. We thank you for choosing our school. We are privileged and humbled to be part of your journey. We are so proud of you and your achievements. We have gone far together. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your celebration as a graduate of Tacoma Community College. A warm congratulations to all of you. Dr. Rulin?
Thank you, Chair Ryan. I would like to add my personal greetings and welcome you to the annual commencement ceremony of Tacoma Community College. I would also like to acknowledge one of TCC's outstanding musical groups, the TCC Symphonic Band, conducted by music instructor John Falsco. This morning we are gathered here to honor the graduating class of 2016. Those students whose desire for learning and aspirations for a better life led them to TCC. Before we proceed with the ceremony this morning, I want to recognize several individuals who are here today to participate in this annual celebration of our students' achievements. First, I would like to recognize the platform guest. I would ask that each of the platform guests stand when introduced and remain standing until all are introduced. I would also ask that you hold your applause until I have introduced them. Dr. Todd Treat, Executive Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs. Tim Gould, Vice President for Administrative Services. Mary Chiquinya, Vice President for Student Services. Beth Brooks, Vice President for Human Resources and Legal Affairs. Bill Ryberg, Vice President for College Advancement. Jill Merritt, Chair, Classified Staff Council. Dr. David Howard, Counselor and Faculty Representative, and Frank Garrett, today's commencement speaker. Next, a group of very dedicated and supportive individuals who go so unselfishly of their time, energy, and leadership to Tacoma Community College. Members of our Board of Trustees. Bob Ryan, Chair. Gretchen Adams, Vice Chair. James Curtis. Don Dennis. And Liz Dunbar. Please join me in greeting the platform guest. Please be seated. I would also like to recognize individuals who serve on the Tacoma Community Foundation Board. Please join me in welcoming Pat Schumann, President of the TCC Foundation, and her husband, former TC trustee Dave Edwards, and Mark Lindquist, Foundation Board members. Thank you for joining us, and if you would please stand. Thank you. Tacoma Community College has an outstanding group of academic and student leaders whose daily contributions are key to the success of the college and all of our students, each and every one of you sitting here today. I ask you to join me in thanking them for their tremendous dedication and commitment to our students. I would ask each of these individuals, as I call your name, to stand and remain standing until all are introduced. And please hold your applause until I've introduced them. Betsy Apps, Dean of Entry and Enrollment Management. Julie Benson, Associate Dean, Nursing. Mike Flodine, Dean of Math, Science and Engineering. Krista Fox, Dean of Health, Business and Professional Services. Dr. Yvonne Arnold, Dean of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, and Kim Ward, Dean of Communications and Transitional Studies. Please join me in recognizing and showing our appreciation for the hard work from these individuals. Community colleges are characterized by their commitment to excellence in teaching and learning, and their genuine concern for student success. Their hard work and dedication with a commitment to the college's mission create meaningful and relevant learning, inspire greater equity, and celebrate success in our lives and communities would not be possible were it not for a group of highly qualified and dedicated individuals, our faculty and staff. At this time, I would like to invite the members of the Tacoma Community College faculty and staff to stand and be recognized. Thank you for the support and encouragement each of you have provided and continue to provide to our graduates and a focus on student success. Please stand. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker today, Mr. Frank Garrett. Frank is joined by his wife Carol, son and daughter-in-law Doug and Janet Neese, and their two boys, Michael and David. Would you please join me in welcoming Frank's family? And I know they're Frank has been connected to the Tacoma Community College for over 50 years. He first arrived at TCC in 1965 as one of the college's first instructors. He taught English for 20 years and served for 13 years in administrative roles, including chair of the English and Humanities Division, executive dean for educational services, and Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs. Frank decided to retire in 1998, but his service to the college and the community has continued. Frank was a member of the TCC Foundation Board, serving as the board president from 2002-2003, and has continued to contribute his time, energy, and resources to the foundation fundraising efforts. We are very fortunate to have Frank as our friend and colleague. He has won many awards in recognition of his tireless commitment, including the TCC Faculty Excellence Award, the Earl Norman Leadership Award from the Washington Association of Community College Administrators, and the 2006 honorary degree. In addition to his work with TCC, Frank has given back to many community organizations. He has served as Vice President of the Tacoma Youth Symphony Board, President of the Tacoma Narrows Rotary, President and board member of the Puget Sound Fly Fishers, and has served on the boards of the Tacoma Learning Center and the Tacoma Area Coalition for Individuals with Disabilities, otherwise known as TACID. Frank's dedication and commitment to TCC is outstanding. His passion for community college is remarkable. He has touched the lives of thousands of students, and he remains a constant source of inspiration for all who know them. We are indeed honored to have as our 2016 commencement speaker, Mr. Frank Garrett.
I'm going to take off my hat. I'd like to take off the rest of this, but protocol doesn't allow it. Class of 2016, are you fired up? You ready to get this thing going? All right, I'm going to talk a little bit about the earliest days of the college, that first year, and then that will transition into my more thoughtful remarks. TCC's first commencement took place in early June of 1966, well before most of you were born. Could have been exactly 50 years ago this very day. 31 faculty members, only 6 administrators, we outnumbered the 9 graduates in that ceremony. 7 women, 2 men, who had transferred into TCC to complete their associate degree in a brand new college in their hometown. You would have loved that commencement. It was very short. The college's culture was different in those days. Most faculty members wore coats and ties, dresses, skirts, and blouses. Many of the students did as well. I addressed my students as Miss, Mr., or Mrs. Ms. doesn't appear on the scene until the early 70s. The French instructor, the only faculty member who wore a beard, as I recall, lived in Seattle with a woman named Inez. They weren't married. It was near scandalous. Except for 6 buildings, some of which were still under construction, and only 2 of which still stand, the southern half of the campus, from the library down to 19th Street, was as barren as the moon. From the library to where the American and state flags billow and snap above the north parking lot, there was nothing but dirt, haphazardly punctuated by patches of Scotch broom. A gallon of gas was 31 cents. The average home was $16,500. You could get a brand new full-size car for $2,400. My salary was a little over $1,000, and your tuition would have been $70 a quarter. I don't recall who gave that first commencement address or what he or she said. Had I known I would be given that honor 50 years later, I would have paid closer attention. But that's where I was 50 years ago. Take a moment to contemplate where your life will take you 50 years from now, when TCC celebrates its centennial commencement, its 100th commencement, in June of 2066. If you're younger than 35, projected life expectancies in 2066 suggest most of you will still be alive. According to 2 well-regarded sources in the past 6 years, you're about to graduate from a very good school. In 2010, Washington Monthly, a respected Washington, D.C. publication focusing on government and public policy, ranked TCC first in the state of Washington and 17th among the 1,655 community colleges in the United States. Currently, Colorado's prestigious Aspen Institute includes TCC among 150 community colleges one of which will be a finalist for the Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence, which will be granted next year. Now, rankings such as these, we all know, we've all been to college, we're skeptical about this kind of stuff, right? Rankings such as these are arbitrary to some degree. But I think it's safe to say that 2 well-regarded organizations rank the school as one of the best in the country. I would suggest that perhaps you would like to rise, face to your right, and recognize the teachers who have contributed so much to your success. Thank you. When I asked you a moment ago to think about where you'll be 50 years from now, you no doubt find it impossible to say. That is the beauty of life. We can dream, study, plan, strive mightily, but we have no idea where life will take us or what it will bring us. I sometimes weary of the talk about what the world is coming to, of the stunted future we're leaving our children and grandchildren, as if the world is falling apart. I want to address this morning questions whose answers speak to a more hopeful outlook. For example, what behaviors contribute to happiness? Will life's inevitable and seemingly insurmountable challenges ruin our happiness? And if we get there, is there anything we can look forward to in old age? I want to assure you, hundreds and hundreds of valid, reliable studies inform these questions, and I've read a number of them, and I'm pleased to report the news is pretty good. What leads to happiness? I want to talk about 5 of some of the most important characteristics and behaviors common to people who score very high on tests of psychological well-being and life satisfaction. In short, on tests of happiness. This list is by no means complete, nor am I able to explain the underpinnings of this list. Some of what I'm going to say is counterintuitive. You won't believe me. If I had time, I could come near to convincing you, but we don't have that time. The first characteristic I want to look at is introspection, looking inward. I'll just rely on sources a little more credible than me. Aristotle, for example, believed that introspection was so necessary, he wrote, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Further, he said, knowing ourselves is the beginning of wisdom. More recently, psychiatrist Carl Jung advised, and I'm paraphrasing here, our visions become clear only when we can look into our hearts. Those who look outside, he said, only dream. Those who look inside, awake. Simply put, the advice is this: know thyself. Self-acceptance is another of those characteristics. Happy people are comfortable in their own skin. They have looked inside and they like what they see. They know who they are and they are true to their principles regardless of the consequences. That's the hard part, regardless of the consequences. They don't worry about what others think of them. They don't compare themselves to others. They like who they are. Besides being introspective and self-accepting, happy people are optimistic. They consciously choose to see the brighter side of life. They are acutely aware of the little things that make their day better, and they savor them. A driver slowing to let them merge, a particularly helpful salesperson, a compliment from a coworker. Research shows that we can actually change our state of mind in this regard simply by working at it. So happy people gravitate towards other happy people, and they refuse to dwell on negativity. They don't ignore it, they accept it, but they don't dwell on it. They dump the Debbie Downers, the people for whom the glass is not only half empty, they cut their finger when it broke. You have met them, sour souls eagerly awaiting their next disappointment. These last 2 behaviors are the more important. In a sermon entitled 3 Dimensions of a Complete Life, Martin Luther King asserted, life's most persistent and urgent question is this: what are you doing for others? People who find ways, even little ways, to serve others are happier than those who don't. Acts of altruism, volunteering, making a monetary donation, all these increase our sense of well-being. Something as simple as reading to a student at a local elementary school once a week, reaching out to a workmate, a friend, a classmate who looks to be having a struggle with something, seems to be lost, working in a soup kitchen on Thanksgiving for an hour or 2. Such acts as these inch us up that ladder of happiness. I agree with Churchill. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. Friends and family. This is the most important of all. Every study comes down to friends and family. We're social animals. We connect to others. That connectedness keeps us going. And principally, those connections are with friends and family. That is the most essential factor correlating with happiness. Forming a close relationship, however, requires trust. It isn't easy. It requires a growing amount of self-disclosure, a willingness to share personal feelings and issues, a willingness to be vulnerable. Friends are often more important in this regard than family. After all, we get to choose our friends, my family excluded. Facebook has given birth to yet another illegitimate verb, friend, as in friend me. Mr. Zuckerberg encouraged us all to call acquaintances friends, even some people we don't know, have never heard of, friends. Acquaintances are not friends. Respect the difference. A recent study found that many college students who reported having lots of friends whom they spend lots of time with were for some reason also plagued with loneliness. It turned out with further study of those students that those conversations they had with those so-called friends consistently centered on impersonal topics such as sports, fashion, gossip, pop music, and the like, not personal lives and issues that meant a great deal to them. And lastly, I know what you're thinking. Where's money? Where does money come into all of this? Well, money can make you happy. With this caveat, all you need is enough to live on, plus a little more to manage an emergency that may crop up. More money than that will not make you happy. I know that sounds counterintuitive. No, I think I turned a page a second before I needed to, and if I start to wing it, I'll never get back. It'll be good, but I'll never get back. There we are. So that amount, what's enough to live on? That's different for everybody. I mean, Paris is not Peoria. San Francisco is not Sandpoint. There are other factors, but cost of living is huge. But the point is that once you reach that level of what is enough, with that little safety net for emergencies, you won't be any happier. Let's take $60,000 as an arbitrary figure. Sounds like a lot, but you have to keep in mind, you have 25 or 30 years to accumulate this money that is enough to live on, because your life will get more complicated, you get married, you have kids, etc. And on top of that, many of you will eventually make 15 or more times than what your starting salary is. Consider my starting salary of $4,000. I wouldn't have lasted too long on that, but raises come along and other jobs, and away we go. So the research is clear. If $60,000 is that amount, then $260,000 will not make you any happier. You'll have more stuff, but you won't be happier. If 60-inch 3D TVs, fast cars, private jets, and grand homes made people happy, then millionaires wouldn't commit suicide. And this is a hard fact, but millionaires and billionaires kill themselves at the same rate as people who suffer extreme poverty. Research repeatedly bears out that once we have enough to live on, a couple of dumpsters overflowing with $1,000 bills in our driveway will not make us any happier. One instance, however, where more money will make you happy is this. Can you guess what it is? You give it away. You give it away. Countless people who donate to the college's foundation, who have supported some of you with scholarships, indeed, are maybe happier than you are to see you graduate than you are to graduate. So the one instance where more money will make you happy is if you give it away. All right, can life's inevitable, I think they're inevitable, and seemingly insurmountable challenges, can they ruin our happiness? I grew up in a comfortable Pittsburgh suburb. I was an average student, and I was having a great time the summer after my freshman year of high school, when my father took me aside, told me my grandfather was helping out with the expenses, and that come September, I would be attending a private school for boys in central Pennsylvania, a decision my parents made without a word to me that brought me to tears. I would be living in a dorm with strangers, returning only briefly at Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. Well, here comes one of those interesting surprises that life can bring us. Almost magically, that 1 year away opened my eyes to possibilities I had given very little thought to when I was goofing off in high school. By mid-July, I had just turned 17, and I was already looking forward to returning to that private school. I had made some good friends there. I was a good bet to be on a couple of athletic teams. And for the first time in my life, I had some ideas about what I wanted to do. I knew what university I wanted to go to. I wanted to study. I had goals. I had plans, big plans. So when I left the house 2 weeks later to go hunting with a friend whose gun went off and injured me when he fell while we were stalking our quarry, I had no idea I would not return to that house for 11 months, and that when I did, I would be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. Besides that, I'd be returning to my old high school as a junior, 2 years behind my closest friends who had already graduated and were off to college. So much for plans. After his plow inadvertently destroyed the nest of a mouse, the Scottish poet Robert Burns wrote these oft-quoted lines in his poem, To a Mouse. The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. Woody Allen put it more plainly. If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Fate can deal us seeming unbearable blows. What happens when life shatters the happiness we've strived for, batters down the door of our dreams, barges in our house of hopes, ransacks our plans, and sets fire to the place on the way out? The answer might surprise you. A theory common in current research states that in time we adapt to a traumatic experience, and that no matter how terrible a seeming tragedy makes us feel at the time, we eventually return to the level of happiness we enjoyed prior to that tragedy. The same phenomenon exists when we have a very positive experience. Numerous studies show that the initial thrill and excitement of winning the lottery wear off, and that within a year, people who have won the lottery are no happier than they were before. They have more stuff. They have a better car, a better house, maybe a better marriage, and they have more money, but they're not any happier than they were before. If you think of those characteristics of happiness, none of them have to do with how much money once you get to that point where you have enough to live on and you have a little safety net. So it really comes down to this. Whether we win the lottery or suffer a serious accident, we may never be exactly the same, but within 6 to 18 months, most of us will be about as happy or unhappy after the experience as we were before. Interestingly enough, unhappy people who win the lottery and have the cars and the house and the boats, etc., soon return to being unhappy people if they don't make some more important changes in their lives. Some scholars still debate this theory, but its fundamental construct, and it has a fancy name we're not going to bother with, its fundamental construct has been observed as far back as Aristotle and up through St. Augustine and the French 18th century French philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Here it is. In concert with courage, determination, perseverance, and the conviction that life is not about what happens to us, but how we deal with it, at the very least, this theory speaks to our adaptability and our contentment. And I would say, in most cases, right up through contentment to our happiness. I want to be clear. I assure you that paralysis, physical or sexual abuse, dementia, debilitating diseases, the list could be endless, are life-altering matters. No one recovers fully from the loss of a child. But the effects of a sudden traumatic change in our life, however, diminish over a relatively short period of time, and most of us will return to that point where we were prior to the event. All right, we're coming into the home stretch. Is there anything to look forward to when we grow old? When I was 17, I could not conceive of being 77. I absolutely could not conceive of it. I couldn't conceive of being alive at 77. So what could life at 77 offer other than a wan and withered version of life at 57? And I couldn't conceive of 57, 40 years to the future. But we know better now. We know, and this is the part that youth can't fathom. We know that our lives don't begin to fall apart just because our bodies begin to. Research repeatedly shows most people get happier as they age. We've all heard the expression, growing old is not for sissies. True enough. Our arthritic, back-talking bones and muscles remind us old folks of that every morning. But mentally, many elderly people feel as vibrant and, if you will, as young as ever. Again, research bears this out. A recent study involving 340,000 subjects plotted a curve which shows we are happy in our early 20s, but after that, our happiness gradually diminishes until we reach our 50s, at which time it increases all the way into our mid-80s. So look forward to your 50s and look forward to your retirement, which should be enjoyable. You will have gained wisdom. You will have more time for friends and family, for volunteering, for supporting your causes, maybe making a donation to the foundation, for serving others. You will enjoy that time. My aim this morning is to give you cause to be optimistic about your future. Because for most of you, happiness, or at least contentment, is neither elusive nor random. And despite the possibility of an apparently insurmountable challenge, most of you will persevere and eventually return to about the same state of well-being you enjoyed before that challenge. And that the older you get, the odds are you are likely to be happy and that finally retirement and old age can bring you some of the happiest times of your life. My time is over. Yours is just beginning. I wish you peace and Godspeed. Enjoy the ride.
On behalf of the Tacoma Community Class of 2016, we thank you, Frank, for being part of our commencement ceremony today and the wonderful message that you're sending our students with. Thank you again, Frank. I now invite Executive Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Tree, to join me at the podium to assist with the conferral of degrees and the awarding of diplomas.
Thank you, Dr. Ruland. I now have the honor of recommending our graduates. Honorable Chair and members of the board, on behalf of the faculty of Tacoma Community College, I am pleased to present to you the candidates for the degree, diploma, or certificate specified. These candidates have all met aspects of their degree requirements and have been recommended by the faculty and the college administration to be awarded their appropriate degree in recognition of their academic accomplishments. Candidates, as I acknowledge your degree, diploma, or certificate, please rise for recognition and remain standing. Candidates for the Associate in Arts and Science, please rise. Candidates for the Associate in Biology, please rise. Candidates for the Associate in Business, please rise. Candidates for the Associate in Elementary Education, please rise. Candidates for the Associate in Applied Science, please rise. Candidates for the Associate in Pre-Nursing, please rise. Candidates for the Associate in Science, please rise. Candidates for the Associate of General Studies, please rise. If you have earned a Career Training Program certificate, please rise. And last but not least, if you have earned your high school diploma, please rise. Dr. Ruland, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Tacoma Community College, I present to you the 2016 candidates for Tacoma Community College.
Candidates, you have prepared for the next stage in your lives by completing a prescribed program of study. Whether your new path takes you to the start of a new career, continued employment in your chosen field, or a continuation of your formal education at a four-year college or university, you will be faced with the challenge of adjusting to a constantly changing world in the 21st century. And now, by the virtue of authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Tacoma Community College, by the statutes and regulations of the state of Washington and the State Board for Community and Technical Colleges, I do hereby confer to the class of 2016 the appropriate degree with all the honors, responsibilities, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto as graduates of Tacoma Community College. Please join me in recognizing the conferral of degrees to the graduating class of 2016.
Graduates, be seated. Reading the names of our graduates today, representing the academic deans will be Mike Fladine, Dean of Mathematics, Science, and Engineering. Representing the Student Services Deans will be Betsy Apst, Dean of Entry and Enrollment Management. The graduates will now come forward as their names are called to receive their diplomas. Board members will join Dr. Ruland in congratulating the graduates. Honors designations are noted in your program.
Miracle Anderson. Adrian Aguilera, Liliana Gonzalez, Anselm Benjamin Asau, Sativa Davidson, Devaria Chris, Eric Edwards, Miranda Coleman, Soto Hugo Garcia, Susan Casey, Shelby Edwards, Lance Crutchfield, Perlina Shazmizo, Emily Casebeer, Adam Clark, Armin Das, Ashley Lewis. So this is Vinolia Mendina, Dora Martinez, John Obaid, Daisy Hernandez Beltran, Elizabeth Herrera, Amelia Hernandez, Jessica Rodriguez, Yasmin Medeiros, Mark Fengel, Tammy Hirschman, Xavier Mills, Brittany Freeman, Tanya Denton, Tawny Denick, Cassandra Santorini, Rico Kelly, Austin Donofrio, Estela Ortiz, Cecilia Hickman. I think I'm okay. Michelle Martin. Mackenzie Moore. Julia A. Johnny. Elizabeth Fry. Julianne Dorney. Georgia Feltz. Ryan Dulay. Garrett Detbarn. Ethan Finch. Mackenzie Davis. Deanna Parker. Eva Hoskins. Milana Henderson. Kiara Sud Martinez. Chelsea Lynn Russell. Dee Everett. David Flores. V. Kimher. Chai Yiming. Peter Hernandez. Brittany Marie McKinney. Cheyenne Patrick. Aaron Richardson. Say it for me. Jalao. Nene Jalao. Trang Lee. William Echo Cook. Tu An. Sharon Same. Karina Tatu. Daisha Hudson. Henry Gaddy. Alexander Holter. Wendell Schumpert. Ariana Hilton. Alexia Villarreal. Darcy Tompkins.
Pronounce that right.
Anthony Sinchich.
There you go.
Anthony Sinchitz. Lavinia Godjanevici. Sabina Ibragimova. Elsa Trujillo. Jessica Allery. Ember Smith. Vienna Holmes. Rebecca Vivian Lily Williams. Michelle Crystal Thompson. Ashley Ganan. Tiffany Johnson. Go ahead.
The next group of graduates are earning the Associate in Applied Sciences in Early Childhood Education. Daly Barnes. The next group is earning the Associate in Applied Sciences in Accounting. Carrie Ashley. Eric Albrecht. Kristen Heel. Catherine Hurd. Nicole Sheen. Kathy Martin. Haiti Diaz Quinpill. Jessica Atonal Robles. Megan Ono Leg and Joan Graveseth. Marissa Lansford. Renee Julian Carchesi. Stacy Hartley. Delane Anderson. Sunshine Joy Harper. Yesenia Hennes. Jamin Shrestha. Kimberly Higgins. Anna Givens. Marcus Green. Susan Sakai. Yelena Kotova. Shelley Tremper. Katie Foster.
The next group of graduates is graduating in the Associate in Applied Sciences Business Management Certificate and Business Technology Certificate. Jason Weatherford. Frank Miranda. John Thomas Lamont. William Mason. Elizabeth Wilcox.
You got it, Kat?
Catherine Wright.
You said Kat Funkhauser, please. Kat, C-A-T.
Kat?
Yeah.
Kat Funkhauser.
Give them time. There you go. That's an easy one for you.
Thank you. Jerry Pierce.
Yes, baby.
Jessica Harper. The next group of graduates is graduating in the Associate in Applied Sciences, Health Information Technology, Medical Billing Specialist Certificate. Claudia Sanchez Espinosa. Alicia Marks. Krista Dugan. Michelle Kelly Garrett. Catherine Block Porter. Barbara Sanders. Esther North. Carita Palm. Mary Longi. Jamie Houghton. Katrina Schneit. Jayanne Madden. Timothy O. Ramsey. Mary Green. Carla Wiseman. Claire Crawford. Kesta Booth. Julie Young. Brittany Curry. Charles Batt. John Stube. Karen Raddick. Alyssa Willie. Brittany Ann Smith. Sarah Ember. The next graduates are graduating in the Associate in Applied Sciences, Human Services, and Human Services Certificate. Randy Williams. Jennifer Youngblood. Molly Nelson. Julia Hancock. Deborah Brown. Kristen Wall. Kirby Christopher. Angela Daniels. Sarah Hales. Ashley Robinson. Elizabeth Clark. Stephanie Peak. Quincy Wright. Jennifer Herr. Anthony Kinney. Say it again. Vernell Whetstone Miranda. Lisa Henderson. Cheryl Robertson. And Finette Johnson. Jessica Means. Robin Ross. Rodney Spinks.
This is how you say it, Taiwan.
Emmy?
Emmy Taiwan.
Emmy Tawai-Nu'u. Vicky Ramsey. Rebecca Powers. Angela Avila Castro. Travis Keast. Daniel Sweeney. Eugenia Fisher. Ready? Okay.
Next, we have the Associate in Applied Sciences in Network and Cybersecurity. Joseph Kirkham. Haley Cooper. Clinton Cobb. Roderick Woodson. Victor Rocadani. Tim Red Dog Redmond. Stephanie Barnes.
Santiago Alvarez.
Dennis Santiago Alvarez. Michael Carter. Patrick Kelly. Alexander Mariano. Derek Berry. Kevin West. Brandon Deering. Ryan Miller. I got it. Next, we have the Associate in Applied Sciences in Radiologic Sciences. Chris Richardson. Veronica Farley. Tara Darrow. Carol Hubbard. Tonetta Rogers. Oksana Ostapuk. Yuri Levchenko. Cynthia Rye.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Next, we have the Associate in Applied Sciences in Respiratory Therapy. Diamond Tilden. Lisa Richard. Lydia Grichuk. Tui No. Irina Chiozak. Peter Wembodingia. Abdul Rahman Sase. Next, we have students earning the many different transfer-oriented degrees at the college: the Associate of Business, Associate in Biology, Associate in Pre-Nursing, Associate of Sciences, and the Associate of Arts and Sciences.
Henry Bowie. Sonia Boozer. Kyler Bradley. Tion Bradley. Abdelghani Al-Neger. Faith Lemon. Michael Clark. Reina Lopez. Trang Loong. Alvin John Aguilar. LaRosa Lewis. Matty Kenyon. Richard Clowers. Allison Lund. Evan Taylor Kelly. Brandon Caron. Stella K. Boothie. Cedar Combs. Curtis Lockridge. Janelle Coronado. Janessa Caldwell. Brijane McKee. Willow Lindsay. Ellen Kravicki. Alexander King. Madeline Davis. Peter Krutoff III. Louis Larson. Nathan Dopé. Danielle Desjeux. Iris Fields. Madison Kroll. Ayen Marguerite Lance. Michaela Caitlin Joy Kent. Herbert Castaneda. Brianna Clark. Jennifer Claypack. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Jennifer Claypack. Brittany Lautenschläger. Mario Cervantes. Martha Mancilla Santiago. Haley Monk. Jerez Ozolin.
Yeah!
Joseph Nelson. Jake Nelson. Alicia Ortiz. Avery Shaw. Mika Morrison. Crystal Mars. Carly Louise Moxon. Alaisha Miller. John Teal Owen. Jonathan No. Itzia Martinez. Dung Nguyen. Kelsey Madison. Okay. Thomas Love Matakovic. Lady Martinez Baudre. Joanna Olson.
Medina Penny.
Roslyn Medina Penny. Cedrice Howard. Michelle Meinhardt. Victoria Maurer. Samantha Miller. Destiny Miner. Nicole Nishino. Elena Nelson. Connor Myers. Chrislyn Moore. Corey McComb. Tyler Mullins. Tuan Nguyen. Nok Nguyen. Tien Nguyen. Fung Nguyen. Noel Natali. Adriana Maraz Gonzalez. Madeline Mann. Gloria Mohammed. Catherine Murphy. Vin Pam. Tuyet Pam.
Adrena Marie Peterson. Karina Edith Rivera. Christina Pedersen. Lindsay Prickett. Sejen Parker. Sheila Dixon. Jennifer Jarman. Ashley Guider. Jacqueline Haynes. Ian Hagan. Brittany Ann Martinez. Austin Hammer. Eric Hallahan. Jessica Godrow. Xavier Hickey. Michael Geyer. Ollie Graham Johnson. Autumn Jones. Daniel Rudenko. Aaron Pratt. Brandon Reed. Joel Peterson. Virginia Phelps. Emily May Portune. Aiden Riley Treat. Valeria Pinedo. Derek Ramage. Yumeng Key. Angelica Dasha Paquin. May Gra. Ramon Garza. Casey Gherkin. Jenna Jones. Grady Agilik. Yao Wang. Sarah Kolarek. Eric Ballantyne. Darren Sins. Angela Stoudemire. Jasmine Finizzi.
Victor Stansier. Nicole Presnell. Rhiannon Swanson. Elizabeth Desiree Richards. Chrismanto Rabin. Trayvon Rathbun. Oops. Joanna Roberts. Kelsey Pickett. Amanda Reggio. Savannah Ryle. Argeme Ramirez. Christine Pisano. Zachary Place. Sage Parker. Natalie Roger. Grace Roberts. Raven Richardson. Kuburat Ujan. Glenda Marie Tinoso. Ebony Tapasa. Tyler Thurber. David Turley. Laurel Tynes. Alyssa Taylor. Brittany Saturi. Kim Lee Seng. Sarah Schwartz. Rebecca Sawyer. Hannah Stedman. Blake Swanson. Kayla Sorensen. Belen Saavedra. Sarah Smith. Tia Stilson. Miriam Salgado Merida. Summer Staley. Thomas Schraft. Oh boy. Nafat Wong. Charles Woodard. Jessica Wilson. Okay. Chelsea Zerflu. Rachel Wilson. Benjamin Wilson. Anastasia Woodard. Marsha Watkins. Hoi Tan. Zipporah White. May Nguyen. Haley Wendell. Natalia Wilcox. Shante Watkins. Kasinad Turmalan Khan. Monica Urena. Summer Thompson. Chelsea Tucker. Ready? Go for it.
Next, we have students who've earned an Associate in Applied Sciences degree in the Paralegal program. Wendy Bundick. Marlene Chavez Molinero. Charlene Patterson. Carolina Breed. Ebony Utley. Jacqueline Hazelton. Brett Burton. Jessica Caldwell. Jennifer Crocker. Honor McQueen. Courtney Leapart. Amanda Fredericks. Alicia Myers. Jessica White. Ray Charlton. Next, we have students earning the Associate in Applied Sciences in Nursing. Tasema?
Yeah.
Kasahun Tasema. Kaylin Matkin. Elena Rathbun. Zarissa Keener. Sian Tamrat. Hannah Solomon. Ian Lindertson. Julia Baki. Sierra Brooks. Mesa Rose Brewer. Samuel Black. Gabrielle Alampai. Alicia Espino. Jason Adame. Kimberly Atron. Bridget Brown. Sarah Bell. James Augsbach.
Sydney Bartoff. Brittany Bowen. Angela Mayorkin. Cameron Bunger. Francis Bycraft. Jonathan Bridgman. Tina Atenello. Aaron Butler. Qiutong Wang. Ching Ching Yang. Sakarak Sath. Sue Saram. Clayton Boylan. Sarah Alaji. Dania Abu Sama. Sahar Mohammed Al-Dabashi. Cameron Bella Moroso. Fialea Au Au. Corinne Aguan. Jenny Barnett. Yunju An. Latanya Smith. Yunji Park. Jessica Austin. Walias Daniels. Lucia Martinez. Evgeny Lozinski.
Thank you. I have been asked to announce that despite our best efforts during the processional and the student seating, not all students were kept into the perfect order, and so some of the students that we were announcing may not have been earning the degree or certificate or diploma within their group, but all have now been awarded their degrees. Thank you.
Will the candidates for graduation please stand? To signify your graduation, please move your tassel from the right to the left cap. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2016. Please be seated. Wow, what an impressive group. Commencement is a very significant event in our students' lives. On behalf of all of us here at TCC, I would like to extend our congratulations and best wishes to all of you. You should be very proud to have reached this milestone in your lives and looking forward to the great opportunities that are ahead of you. Board Chair Bob Ryan spoke about the journey ahead of you. This journey of life will continue to test your resolve, values, and courage. But it will be rich in learning and opportunities, and you have the spark of the TCC spirit to guide you through life's experiences. Be curious, be kind, be resourceful. Listen to your intuition and your heart and allow those instincts to guide your decisions. Whether you travel far or stay in our wonderful community, you will go far in your contributions to our community. I would like to take a moment to recognize those who helped you along your educational journey. To the family members, friends, and special guests who are here today, thank you. Without your support, Without the support, encouragement, and time you have given to our graduates, it would have been a much greater challenge for each of them to achieve their goal. Thank you for not only the support you gave to our students, but the continued support you give to TCC. All of you are part of the community that TCC stands for. We wish you the very best in a very rewarding career. Please rise now for the recessional. The platform guests will leave first, followed by the faculty and the staff and our graduates. I ask that the audience remain seated until all the graduates have left the ceremony today. Thank you.
Number 3.
Bring your folder up to me and set it up here. Great, thank you.